All right, thank you everybody for coming today to our PARO Circle Discovery webinar with our lovely host today, Nefri. I will be your moderator today. If we do ask that you do keep yourself muted while the presentation is going on. And again, we will be recording, so if you do not wish to have your face on the recording, feel free to turn your camera off now. There will be questions later on. You are more than welcome to unmute yourself or put your questions in the chat and I will relay them to Nefri. Nefri, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kylie, for that introduction. Welcome, everyone, and everyone who's watching this recording maybe in the future. I am PARO Circle Coordinator, Nefri. Been with PARO for about 4 years now, and the role of Circle Coordinator for 2. So in this time, lots of learning, lots of curves, lots of fantastic. So what I'm going to do today, I'm just going to share it's an info session, so it'll be a brief overview of what PARO Circles are, how to become a PARO Circle member, and what are the benefits and how to access the benefits of the grants and the loans that are through the peer lending circles. So as I said, this is a monthly webinar delivered for the purpose of sharing information. So you're welcome to come as many times. This is pretty much the first step in getting involved with PARO Circles. So let's get started. So you know about PARO, you know about our values, who we are, what we're here for. We're here to help you grow your business, to empower you, to for the women who are ready to connect you and to provide you with the right assistance to grow, start, and finance your business. So why the peer lending circles? As you may know, PARO has been in existence now for 25 years. We had our 25th anniversary in 2019, so now 27 years going for. But pretty much at the beginning of PARO and to this day, we have found that women's microeconomic enterprises require capital, and getting access to that capital seems to be difficult for women. There is opportunities for women to become more economic self-reliance, which actually contributes to the health of the community, and they're not able to either get a loan, they're more skeptical in any way. And we also found, and we have seen many to this day, that women need the right type of connection and the right type of support, because we're not just having a business, we have roles in every aspect of our lives as mothers, sisters, and so we carry various roles, and that's what we need, the right support. We also find that supporting women with women works better, because we together as women can do more. So the peer lending model really follows the calm me down model in experience, which is a model used in other countries to create what is called microfinancing and peer lending. So it was adapted here in Canada as well to take advantage of this model and to create something at the micro level for women who are starting small businesses, and also for those who are starting grow bigger business with the mentorship and the support. So what are peer lending circles? The peer lending circles are a small group of women who are self-selected by yourself. You select the women that you want in your circle, and is with the idea of women helping other women. That is our mandate, that is our motto, to help other women. And they're very small groups, 4 minimum, at least 4 in the circle, you plus 3 other women, and up to 7 women. And the reason of the evenness is to reach consensus when you're making decisions, and to ensure that everybody participates. So a small group that is selected by you, you meet once a month, as indicated with PARO documents and with PARO bylaws as well for the circle. and you select them yourself. So the PARO circles are an extension of PARO. So you would operate and encourage to carry and conduct yourselves in a way with the PARO values and with the PARO mandate of women helping other women. So cooperating with each other, taking ownership of your tasks and your role in the circle, taking responsibility with your loans and with your business and your actions, and simplifying things. We do offer a model, we do offer templates as to how to do things. Certain templates are required to be completed in order to be fully and officially as a circle. Others are adaptable on your own and decided upon your own circle as to how you want to continue. So simplifying definitely is one of the values, as well as peer support. We have circles who have been in existence who are there just for the peer support, just to get their mastermind group, their group that they can go and talk and come up with ideas and be more supportive and grow with each other. So we have PARO circles across Ontario. We have expanded and we serve all women in Ontario, and all women in Ontario can be in circles, and you can have a circle member who is in Toronto, one who is in Red Lake, and one who is in Muskokas and Sulucaut. So from across Ontario and everywhere, one circle can be formed, and those are called hybrid circles, where they're women from everywhere forming one circle. So we have about 180 right now, and we're serving with just the circles about 161 communities. There are specific key benefits to only circle members that a regular client or a network member does not get access to with PARO. So being a circle member gives you access to the grants and the loans that are exclusive through the peer lending circles. Gives you the ability to build your credit as you are building your networks and you are growing your relationships, because the grants and the loans that are part of the circle, they don't require that credit check in any way. So if you have bad credit or no credit or terrible credit history, it's all right, because these things, as long as you're being mentored and you're being working with someone with PARO, these things are counted, and if the program is set so that you can build your credit and build your networks at the same time as you're getting access to the financing for your business. You get special access to events, of course, and networking. You get to network with other like-minded women. Access to online business resources as a PARO Circle member with the GoForce training. So this is a platform that is currently free for Circle members and PARO clients that you can, it's pretty much business 101. If you want to know anything and everything about business, an overview of course, there is a course online currently being offered for free. So contact your PARO person and let them know you're interested in the learning of PARO, like the GoForce. And the last, of course, all board members of PARO are exclusive circle members. So being a circle member gives you the right to put your name in the hat or in the draw to become one of the board members. And you get to vote at the AGM who will become the circle members, and you also get to be part of one of the candidates to be selected. So that's only for circle members, and you also get to give input and recommendations as you may about a strategic planning of PARO's direction. All right, so we know what circles are, the benefits. So how do you become a circle member? There's two ways. The most popular and more way to do is to form your own circle, which is getting 3 other women together, bringing them to this webinar, sharing about PARO, connecting them with your PARO counselor, your BGA, who you're working with, and then having a meeting with each other. So I'll go through the process of that, but that's forming your own circle. You start from the beginning, you gather the women together. We also have networking opportunities that you can come and join. They're called the Circle Ups events, and they happen every month. I believe the second uh, last Thursday of the month. They take place in the evening, so you can network after work or after work hours. And then the second way is to join an existing circle. So this is a circle that is already in existence. And because you can have up to 7 circle members, some circles form with only four members to start, which is the minimum amount. And then as they continue on and they continue working and growing and performing as a circle, they find that they want to support other women. So if a circle starts with 4, they have the capacity to add 3 other members, and so on and so forth. So that's the second way. I'm going to show you of the most popular way, and the way that takes a little bit more work is to form your own circle. So as I mentioned, this is when you've been working with someone at PARO, you have expressed interest that maybe what you need is financing right now. You need the $500 loan and a $500 grant, or you need some type of financing, right? So you decided that what you need is the circles, and then you can invite other 3 women to come and join you and become that. And once you have done that, we can do a webinar, and then if you're working with someone at PARO, and if you're not working with anything right now, we can connect you with someone, or I myself would work with you directly to help you assist form your circle. So once you have the 3 women and they have learned about PARO and what the circles and what they're planning to get into, you decide then to choose a name for your circle. There's so many names for PARO Circles. We've had Moon Goddess of the North. We have Cody Wumplers, we have Wine Wisdom Women. We have many, many names right now. So the best way for you is to check with your business counselor when you decide of the name to make sure it's not taken. If it's not taken, obviously it's free for you to grab. And if it is taken, we can modify it, either add the city to your name or add some type of abbreviation. So that's step 2. Once you have your circle name and you're in the process of forming and working with your PARO person, then you can attend a circle meeting with your BGA counselor to complete together the 2 main important documents that every circle has to have in order to be officially approved as a circle by the PARO board. One is the PARO bylaws. That is a template in itself, and you want to discuss things like where you're going to be meeting, how many members are there, what's going to happen to who's going to go for the loans first. As a new circle, only half the members can apply for the loan right away, and after being formed officially, 5 months after being formed officially, everybody can have a loan out. So, but at the beginning, the first 5 months is your pretty much a beginning period, and only half can apply. So at the first meeting and at the onboarding meeting, you want to decide that in the bylaws, who's going to go first, who's going to go second. And because it is a peer lending circle, it is required that each circle has their own bank account. That bank account is called an emergency fund, and we call it the E-fund. So you need to open an E-fund and select 2 of the members. All of you can be part and can have your names in the account, but only 2 will have signing authority and releasing authority, in a way that if you want to withdraw money from the circle account or need statements or a balance report, the 2 people can give that to the entire circle. Also, the second form you want to review in the onboarding meeting is a formation form and an agreement form. So that's all one form, and you complete that together. It's just 8 questions that you get asked, and with those 8 questions, you either agree or want an explanation. And it's very simple. Do you operate your business in Ontario? Are you over 18? Do you want to be part of the circle? Things like that. And sign it. We do have electronic signature, given the times that we're at right now. We have that available for all circle documents that need signature. So make sure you let us know, myself or your representative, where you're at and what you need. After the onboarding meeting or at the onboarding meeting right away, each member who is joining needs to complete the intake form. It's an online form for the PARO, and that makes you become a client. So that would even be step 1, I would suggest, to already have that completed with your BGA. And then second is your membership form. You want to have that as well filled out, because now you have completed the bylaws and you have completed your agreement form. So now officially you want to complete the membership form and then pay your fee. It is a paid membership. It is only $20 for the year and renews every November. It is not retroactive, so it goes from November to November. And step 5, once you have all the documents complete, I'll show you a checklist of what a complete circle formation checklist looks like to go to the board. Then it gets submitted to the board. Every 15th of the month, there is an opportunity for you to have a complete submission and for that month. So for the month of October right now, the deadline to submit that you want to form a circle and to send the paperwork is this Friday on the 15th. In step 6, then you can receive approval and you can continue on. Once you are officially approved, then you can start making arrangements to open your Circle Bank account, whether it's with Alterna or whether it's with any other selected financial institutions. You open that account after you receive your official letter and email of approval. We can help you with that too. So that is forming your circle step by step. It's a little bit about the emergency fund. So the emergency fund is really created for the purpose of holding funds and reserve to prevent any loan default. So for example, if I am in my circle and I take out a loan, I have to make sure that in the emergency fund, I have at least one minimum payment of that loan amount that I'm applying for. And more on that in a minute. But basically with the emergency fund, is really just used for emergencies and to prevent defaults. So you can, depending on where you are, you can use this account to do savings for the circle, to go on trips as a circle together. We have many circles who would do that. However, if you have an Alterna account and you are in Toronto or in Ottawa, you might not be able to do that because the account is set up for only emergencies. So when you're ready and when you're in this step, we will guide you and give you the best options as to what to select. So this is the checklist for a complete circle formation that will be given to the board along with a folder of your documents. So you want to have the complete bylaws with everything that I mentioned completed in every blank space that is there with your circle name, clearly who the account holders are, where you have selected to open your bank account. Is it RBC, is it TD, is it Scotia or Alterna? And selecting your account holders. As well, you want to have the completed and signed formation form. We have electronic signature for you available as well. Do the membership in the intake and pay your membership fee. So those things, once they're all checked off, on the 15th of the month, it goes to the board. They review and make sure that everything is complete. And then they send me a letter to send to you with an email welcoming you to be an official PARO Circle. So that was about forming your own circle, the process. So the other way that you could become a PARO Circle member is by joining an existing circle. And you can do this if you like today, you're here with us. If you think that you don't have 3 other women, then you reach out to whoever you're working with at PARO or myself, and you ask that you want to be connected with a circle in your area. So you want to tell us your name, your location, and your interest. And so, I'm Nefri, I'm in Thunder Bay, and I want to join a PARO Circle. My business name is this, and I'm working with, someone at PARO, or I'm not working with anyone at PARO. Just letting us know. Then in that time, I will, if there's circles in your area, then I'll connect you with them. But if there's not, and that's the other kind of like side note, there has to be an existing circle in your area for you to be able to join. So if there's not, then it's more possibly that we can help you connect with other women so that you can actually start just your own. And we can do all the work together. We won't do it for you, but we will do it with you and walk with you through the process. So say that there's a circle in your area. And if there's not, you can attend the Circle App events at the end of the year. There's also a Facebook page for that, and you can announce in that page that you're just learning about circles and you want to connect with other women. We've had a couple of circles being formed from that Facebook page, which is fantastic. So do encourage that. And we'll connect you with that existing circle, give that existing circle members your information. So Nefri from North Bay, Business X is looking to join a circle and she's in your area. And then the circle members will reach out to you, talk to you. They have to approve that you join their circle based on, fit or personality, whatever it is that their circle, they have to agree. And then once they accept you, they will send PARO an email saying, we accepted Nefri as a circle member. And then I will be sending you directly, whoever's joining the existing circle, these steps to join, which is really just to do the circle membership and pay your fee. Also, if you want, I send you the bylaws so you can review what the circle has agreed with and how the bylaws really work. I can meet with you one-on-one to review them as well. So definitely something to do. Once you complete everything, then the membership is paid, you reviewed the documents, you signed, and it's complete. Then I send you directly after everything is completed. I send you all the grant and the loan applications and the details. And then when you're ready to apply for the loan and the grant, you can contact me again. And I can resend you everything again or just walk you through the process as an overview. And we can do that at any time, whether it's with your PARO representative or myself. All right, so that was joining an existing circle. As I mentioned, we have many circles, and this is just a little circle spotlight. I like to show real faces that you might know, depending on where you are. So we have a circle from North Bay, Thunder Bay, and Nipissing. So these women, all of these circles have been, 3 of them have been actually award winners of the PARO Circle of the Year award. So that's the other benefit to being a circle member, is that you will be nominated based on your circle activity and support to each other as Circle of the Year. You will get an award and get some media and some promotion and definitely advertising, and which is really good, and social media and our newsletters and with our sponsors. So it's very, very awesome to have circles who are actively supporting each other be nominated. It's exciting to see them win. So, do we have any questions regarding circle formation by any chance? I cannot see you, but if you let me know, we're good, Kylie.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so I'm just going to continue with this, the circle peer lending loans. So they're basically small loans, micro loans that you can get. They're peer member approved, so you are, as a circle member, responsible to approve your circle mates applications. So, and every loan and grant application has to have at least 3 signatures. So you have to be 4 of you minimum to get the 3 signatures, because the applicant does not sign the application. You do sign the loan agreement later on, but not the application of approval. And it offers you control of your payment and when you want to apply and when you want to access your funding. So there's 2 stages, and I can review them in a moment. The ones that have the matching grant are only accessible once in a lifetime for the woman. So if you have 2 businesses, you can only decide to apply for one business or one stage, and then the other stage for the other business. So it can be done like that, but you decide when you want to take out the loans. We've had circles for years without having to take the loans. They just been offering support to each other and assisting other members. Encourage peer support and community participation. So to be eligible to access the microloans with the circles, you do have to be an active circle member, of course, and an approved circle. Have your paid membership up to date, as well as all of the other members who are approving your application. Obviously, be a women-owned business enterprise, so either a 51% that you own or entirely women-owned. You want to have the approval of your circle mates. So you will complete the application. If you want it reviewed before getting it signed by your members, you can do that. Send it to myself or whoever you're working with at PARO for them to review. And then you can send it to your mates to get the signature. If at that point you need the signature, then we can help you with that. And then there is a criteria for the grant that you must meet. And it could be one of the 3 criterias. So your income of the business that you're applying for. If you have 2 businesses, only the income of one. If you have a part-time or full-time job, that does not include in this income cutoff. It's only the income of the business that you're applying for. So that has to be lower. And the best way to know is that are you making sales revenue of more than 30,000? If it's not, you would most likely fall under the low income cutoff, which you would check it off. And then if you make more than 30,000, or if it's not lower than, then you will go to the next criteria, which is that you are either unemployed currently or will be unemployed in the near future. And that means really that you have your business and you might have a part-time job or a contract or something else aside from your business that is giving you income, but it's not permanent. It's something that you could lose anytime in the near future. Can be a week, a month, or a year. So if that's your case, you check that off. And then the next one is you either have a disability or condition that limits the way you perform your work or the employability for yourself. We do not ask for proof of disabilities or anything. It's all just character. So if you meet all three of them, check them all three. If you meet only one, just check the one. If it's two, so on and so forth. So, but at least one. So now with the stages of funding with the peer lending circles, everyone who joins the circle and accesses the funding has to access them consecutively. You have to go through one, pay that off, get to two, pay that off, go to three, pay it off, and then four. Stage 3 and 4 can be accessed again and again and again and again for eternity and for the circles. So stage 1 and 2 has matching grants, and they're only accessible once in a lifetime per woman. Whether you had multiple businesses and you changed your business, whether you were in one circle and moved to the other, you were in one city and moved to the other, it all steals you and it all steals your name. So then it'll be just a one time. So the first stage is $1,000, $500 loan, $500 grant. You pay it off over a period of 9 months at a $60 loan payment or less. 60 is the minimum, and at a rate of 10% or less. The rate is really set up by the lender, and the lenders of the loans are the Community Economic Development Corporations. They're known as CFDCs across Ontario. And for those in Ottawa and Toronto, GTA, the lender for you is Alterna. And they have different rates, but the rate is set up by the lender. Then their second stage, once you have paid off stage 1 over the 9 months, then you can come back for stage 2. It's $1,000 loan, $1,000 grant, and it's $120 payment monthly. Paid over 9 months, 10% or less again. So the payment, the minimum payment that has to go in the emergency fund is that the monthly payment before you send the approval, which I'll show you in a moment. You want to make sure that you contribute one minimum payment of the stage that you're applying for to your circle account. So if I'm going to apply for, say $500 loan and grant in October 15th, then right now, before the 15th, I am going to transfer or deposit $60 into my circle members bank account that we opened when the circle was approved. And then I would ask for a statement of that bank account showing that there was a deposit on the month of October and the new balance. More when you're ready. So then it's stage 3, it's a $3,000 loan, and it's paid over 27 months at $120, same rate determined by the lender. Last stage is $5,000 loan, and it's also 27 months and $220 payment. So what you could do is put the $60, apply for your stage 1, keep it in there. These $60 are yours. You're only placing them there as collateral. So when you take out a loan in a regular financial institution, they either ask you for some type of cash collateral or a car or house, depending on the amount of the loan and your credit history. So in this way, with the emergency fund of the circles, you only put the one minimum payment in that account. And when you pay the full amount off, then you can withdraw, ask your members to give you back those $60. You can also keep them in the account if you plan to access stage 2 anytime sooner. And all you have to do is put an extra $60 to make it $120. and then continuing on with the other stages as well. So that was the stages of funding. 2 have matching grants and can only be 1 in a lifetime. 2 are purely loans. And once you access all of the stages consecutively, then you can come back and access them anytime. So, Circle funding application timeline. So once you are a Circle member, gone through all the process of Circle formation, this is the loan grant application process. Again, at the beginning of the month, you want to start making the arrangements, whether you need to get the application form from PARO or your representative, whether you need to gather the $60 and deposit it into your Circle account, asking for that balance statement proof to be sent to you. So you want to start thinking of where you need to go to get everything. And if you don't know, you can always just email circles@paro.ca and ask. I'm Nefri, I'm from Circle Beauty, and I want to apply it for my stage X. Then you can request information in the forms that you need. If you have someone working with you actively, a PARO representative, then you reach out to them and you let them know that you are planning to apply for the grant and the loan in this month and you want to make it for the 15th. And they can either send you the documents or connect you with myself and I will communicate with you directly. So at the beginning of the month, you express that. By the 15th, you want to have everything completed and ready to go. Around the 25th, 20th, 25th, you will have notice of that the board is reviewing, and the board does not approve the loan applications. They merely ratify them, making sure that okay, Nefri's in a circle, Nefri has her membership paid, the application is done well. There's also a cash flow. I'll show you in a moment that the cash flow is done well, that there's a loan fee too that you have paid and things like that. So by the 25th, 30th, I usually get notice from the board that they have reviewed and everything looks good. And then they send me the approval documents to follow up with the lenders and follow up with you and continue on. Loan agreements are drafted, and then you will meet with the lender. The lender will contact you to sign the loan agreements and the approval documents. If you're in Thunder Bay, we do it all directly with us, and I send the final documents to Thunder Bay vendors. So that's the timeline at the beginning of the month, so that you can get ready for the 15th, and the 15th have everything complete. If you need like 1 or 2 things, we can work with you to get them done before the board finishes their review by the 20th, 25th. And then at the end of the month, you should be getting the notice. And then by the following month, the 10th of the following month, usually, then you will be receiving the loan and the grant into the account that you provided. So the checklist of a complete loan application for the circles has these items. Your loan application is completed and signed by the members, except yourself. You have contributed to the emergency fund and provided a proof with the minimum balance. You have completed also a 1-year cash flow, and 1 year is for stage 2 and 3. 3-year cash flow is for stage 3 and 4. We can work with you. We have templates for this, so you don't have to go create a whole cash flow. We will work with you on that as well. That all members have paid their membership. They're active and have paid their membership, including yourself. There is a loan application fee, as I mentioned, that you also paid that. If you are with Alterna, you either you provide a consent form, as you are required to open an Alterna savings account to get the funding deposited to you. And when you are at that stage, we will support you. All of that is through the process. It has to be open with a specific code that is given to you after your approval. That is if you are with Alterna and you are located in the GTA, Ottawa, Toronto, Kingston, Barrie, Oshawa, those places like that. If you're not, then you will provide a void check or a PDA, proof of deposit authorization. So to be able to deposit the funds into your account, and also for the monthly loan payment to be automatically withdrawn from that account. Yeah, so that is what the complete checklist of a loan application. Again, for any signature that you need, we can support you with that. Just let me know when you are ready for signatures. So that puts an end to the process of loan applications. Right now, I'm closing with a little quote that if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with others. And this is pretty much ties up really well the idea of the PARO circles, that you want to go far with others. You want to go relatively at your own pace, but far. So what is next for you right now? Get in touch with your PARO person, counselor, BGA. If there's no one that you have been talking to, send an email to either info@PARO saying that you want to be connected with someone to get in a circle, or send an email to myself, circles@paro.ca, to learn more, and I can send you and connect you with other women. You want to attend networking events such as the Circle Labs to meet other women. The Circle Labs event is the only event that is exclusively to go and network, to find circle members, to find people to join you and form circles with. Going to their Facebook page, like I mentioned, and network. Come to the webinars. You can share when people ask you to share your name at the PARO events. You can also say, I'm looking for circle members, and those who know what you mean. So always network and let people know when you are gathering around PARO that you are interested in looking for members. So we are everywhere. Our headquarters is right here in Thunder Bay, and you can contact us at info@paro.ca. And we also have satellite offices in Ottawa and Belleville, Marathon, and Sault Ste. Marie, and the contacts are there if you want to get in touch. Without any delays, I want to thank you for your attention and for your questions. My contact information is here. And I'm going to check on the questions. I'll stop sharing.
Yeah, we only had one question, Nefri. Can you have women from different communities in your circles?
Absolutely. So community, could be Huntsville, Bracebridge, and you have someone from Sioux Lookout in your circle. Absolutely. We have so far a handful of hybrid circles. So yes.
And actually, we do have a second one now. Do you have to wait to move to the next stage of funding until you've paid off your first loan, or can you fast track to the next level?
Right. Yes. Good question. You can fast track to the next level. You have to make at least 5 consecutive payments. So wait 5 months. So if you, the timeline goes that when you apply, say October, right now, you applied in October, you get approved, you get the money by November. Then your first payment comes out in December. Then naturally, December is your first month. December, January, February, March, April. By April, you're able to pay it all in full and move to the next stage. Yes. Thank you for your question.
Is there anyone else that has any other questions? Feel free to unmute and ask your question, or to put it in the chat.
When is the next Circle Up? October 28th. Okay.
Yeah, I put it in the chat there. Yeah, it's on October 28th at 4:30 p.m. If again, I've put the graphic in the chat if anybody would like to save it. Otherwise, check out any of our social media, either Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or Twitter, PARO Center. And we post all of our Circle updates, Circle Up events on there.
Okay.
If nobody has any other questions, thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Nefri, for your lovely presentation. And everybody have a safe and happy day.
You as well. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye, Kylie. Thanks.